tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. May the Noble Triple Gem bless you. Dear Dhamma friends, today let's take a moment to reflect on something many of you encounter in daily life: the use of alcohol. It's often seen as harmless or even necessary for relaxation or social bonding. But in the perspective of the Buddha's wisdom, alcohol is something we are encouraged to avoid, not out of judgment, but out of deep compassion and care for our well-being. You might remember that in the 5 precepts, the basic ethical training to all lay Buddhists, the 5th one is to refrain from intoxicating drinks and drugs that lead to heedlessness. In Pali, we say, Sura meraya majjapama dattana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. The word pamada, heedlessness, is key. Because when we drink even just a little, what happens? Our clarity weakens, our mindfulness fades. We lose that steady awareness that helps us speak kindly, act wisely, and live skillfully. And once mindfulness is placed, we open the door to many other kinds of harm. Think about it. How often do people say or do things under the influence that they regret later? Hurtful words, careless actions, broken relationships. These things don't come from a place of wisdom. They come from confusion, from a mind that's clouded. The Buddha understood this clearly. That's why in many suttas he described alcohol not just as something unwholesome, but as something that can be the starting point for so much suffering. In the Singalovada Sutta, for instance, he warned us that drinking leads to weakening of wealth, quarrels, sickness, bad reputation, shamelessness, and weakening of wisdom. It's not hard to see, is it? Just look around. Families hurt by addiction, young lives derailed by one bad night, so many potential lost, not because they are bad people, but because their awareness was lost, even temporarily. That's the danger. And yet, I want to emphasize, this isn't a sermon to scold or shame anyone. The Buddha never taught with anger. He knew we all have habits, we all make mistakes, but he also knew we all have capacity to wake up, to grow, to choose a better way. Some people say, Bhante, I only drink a little, just to relax. What's the harm? I understand. We all seek peace in this stressful, busy world. But the Buddha would gently remind us that true peace doesn't come from alcohol. It doesn't come from numbing our feelings. It comes from understanding them, from spiritual friends, from living with integrity. When we meditate or when we listen deeply to a Dhamma talk, we feel uplifted, not because of a drink, but because the truth is entering our heart. When we live with kindness and honesty, we act with a light heart. No hangover, no guilt, just peace. And so, I encourage you, if you have already taken the 5th precept and are keeping it, rejoice. It's a beautiful source of merits. You are protecting your mind, your future, your relationships. And so, if you are struggling, don't be discouraged. We all stumble sometimes. The important thing is keep going. Start again. Even one day of refraining is a day of clarity, a day of dignity, a day of freedom. Try replacing that glass with a cup of tea, a mindful breath, a moment of metta for yourself and others. Little by little, you will feel the difference. Dear Dhamma friends, may you live with clarity. May your path be bright and your steps guided by Dhamma. And may you know the deep peace that comes not from escape but from awakening. May the Noble Triple Gem bless you.